So here's how I make the oats. So it's gonna be nice and creamy and just delicious. First, get a nice pot and put it on medium. If you have a thick steel pot like we do, you might go a little bit less. Take old-fashioned oats. Take any cup of any size, because this cup that I just used will become the unit measure. All right, that's a 1 full cup of oats. Take some cinnamon, tap some cinnamon inside. If you use too much, it will be healthier. If you use too little, it will maybe lack some flavors, but that could be adjusted later. Ground cinnamon. Here comes the magic. If that was a 1 cup of oats, then I'm going to use 2 cups of milk of the same size. That is 1 cup. Oops, I just ran out of milk. That's the good thing. There was my older milk in the fridge. So I'm prepared, and I'm going to use my other milk. Here's the 2nd cup. And to make it extra creamy, go either with whole milk, or you can cook it a little bit slower with just a little bit tap of extra milk. Now everything is inside. Gently stir it and cover it up. Every once in a while, take a look at it and mix it up. And when it is boiling, all you need to do is just turn it off and set it aside. And every once in a while, you need to look inside the pot and mix it up just a little bit. Because the heat comes from the bottom of the burner, it can very easily burn some clunky stuff to the bottom of the pot. So you need to keep mixing it. It's milk based, right? And yes, I have burned water before, I have burned soup before, so I learned from it. Keep mixing it. You don't need to do it all the time, but every once in a while. The hotter it gets, the more frequently you need to mix it. Mixing number 8 is the best because it creates a little bit more chaos in the pot. If you just do it in circles, then the middle actually doesn't get mixed as much. So go all over the place, close it, put it back. To make it a little creamier, decrease the temperature just a little bit. It cooks longer, but it'll be a little bit creamier. That's why we put a little extra milk in there. All right, something's happening here. So it is not boiling yet, right? But it's heating up. So what you wanna do is mix it up. And if it's first time you're doing it, well, don't do what I do. Don't cover it and walk away, because it's milk based, right? The boiling temperature of the milk is lower than water. And what it tends to do, it can actually boil up on you, right? So milk can actually almost at an instant just bubble and boil out of the pot. And the heavier the pot is, the more mass it has, the better it actually retains the temperature. So if you remove it from the heat source, it keeps on boiling. All right, so keep mixing it, but it's getting the oats are getting a little bit bigger. So this is pretty exciting stuff. All right, essentially the oats are absorbing all the milk and all the nutrients from the milk. So we use organic milk. Obviously, the better quality you use, the better input for your body, the healthier for you. All right, so let's give it just a couple more minutes. All right, it's getting a little bit bigger. So now it has a tendency to actually boil out. So what's important we do at this point, we're going to leave it uncovered. I got some other people cooking around me over here because we're busy home. And that's why I'm making a bigger pot. This little pot will actually feed 4 people. You don't want to eat a whole pot of oats. It's not a main meal, it's a complementary dish on a main meal. So still the same recommendation. Ton of protein, right? Drink a lot of water, make sure you get your minerals and vitamins, get lots of stuff, but go with a lot of protein. And how I cook the oats, obviously I do like the carbs, and what I like to put into it, I make it healthier. But if you just focus on eating that, then you won't get enough essential nutrients for your body to, to do what you need to do. All right, so we're boiling a little bit. So I know it looks a little thin, but what I'm gonna recommend when it starts to boil, right, when it's a solid boil all the time, what you wanna do is just simply go in faith, you cover it up, turn it off, and let it sit. Because it cooks, it still expands, and as it cools off, it actually soaks up the rest of the milk, and you're gonna see it's gonna be just right. Just right. So you can tell if I stop, it boils, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna turn it off, get my spoon out, cover it up, and on faith, we're gonna check it back in just a few minutes. Well, let's take a look. It's a little bit thicker, so I'll give you just a little bit more time. Otherwise, this is a perfect thickness to add a plant protein. I like to I love to add plant protein into my food. It's best when you do it after you cook it. All right, it needs to be a little bit cooler. Yeah, you can boil protein in, but my experience is it's just so much easier to cook it without it and then add it later. Okay, so I might as well do that. Get it off the source, mix it a little bit more. Boom, just like that. I gotta put my corn first. That's a 1 scoop. And that's the 2nd scoop. So you can see that for 1 measure of milk, which is about 2 cups, right? What I used was about 2 cup size big cup. So I used 2 of those, and I'm just going to blend in the protein in. Whisk works a lot better. You work that in. Now we get some, you can flavor it any you want. Don't forget, I put cinnamon on the front end, right? So I like the traditional oats with cinnamon. And to sweeten it, different ways to do it. We actually use brown sugar, that it's not the traditional brown sugar. We find a healthier version of it. So we're using that. But honestly, you can just leave it plain. The longer you eat stuff without sugar, the tastier it gets. So I challenge everybody, don't put any sweeteners inside your oats. And you're gonna find out that the milk itself is sweet enough, and you're gonna be just fine. Maybe you can add some berries to it, like I have on the side over here, and you can make it delicious of its own. I also like to add some chia seeds, some flax seeds, and yummy, and you're ready to go. Bonus feature, just like my son Dominic from Auto Studios would say, special features. So I might as well show you. So regarding the oats, what you do, you take some and put some in a bowl. This is more than plenty for a guy like me. All right, maybe a little bit more. Okay. Sounds good. Looks great. Then I talk about some berries and stuff. So here's my chia seeds. Recommended that you look at serving size of it. For a very long time I was using a little sprinkle, and turns out you can go with a little bit more. Chia seeds is a powerhouse. Research what it does for your body, and you'll probably dream me using it. I love to add some flax seeds. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to use a teaspoon, but the serving size is actually in tablespoon size. So don't cheat yourself out of good nutrients and go for it. It's your body, take care of it. Just hypothetically, this is what I used to sweeten it. It didn't come from me. I used to use fully crappy style, but I got somebody in my life who made better choices. So this is one of them. So you can go tiny little bit. Make it sweeter. Trick your brain. At this point, you want to blend that in just a little bit. Don't forget, we don't go for the looks, right? We go for the qualities. So make sure that your oatmeal's got all the right blows and whistles in it. Take some blueberries. They're fantastic for you. Take some blackberries. They're fantastic for you when they're fantastic. And, take some raspberries. They're also fantastic for you. Boom. Now, if you really want to splurge, you can take one super sweet strawberry, put it on top. So we're going to wrap it all together. All right, I got some protein. I got 2 eggs, 2 slices of cheese. I got some sausage from from Polish friend. Could be healthier though. And there's my oats. And this is gonna be my starter of the day. If I can do it, you can do it too. Special alert, special alert. I forgot to put avocado in my morning dish. Do I eat like this every day? No, but I wish. This is what I like to have. And I get good liquids with it, get some vitamins and minerals, and you're off to a fantastic start. Have an awesome day.